Yeah, he's a mismatch problem because if you put a smaller guard on him, he knows he can shoot over them, and then anybody that's his size or bigger, he can put it on the floor and get around you. So the support players for the Clippers, I think, is going to be a key. I like what Zubac is doing for them. They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Paul George ends up with 33 on 13 of 18. Kawhi, 26. LeBron goes for 22, AD 18, and Montrezl Harrell in his debut for the Lakers with 17. Let's head back to Staples Center. Lakers head coach Frank Vogel speaking with Mike Trudell and the media via Zoom.
Hey, Frank, what did you see as the biggest difference in that first quarter when the Clippers jumped out to that 22-point lead?
Yeah, I mean, they came out really hot. We had some good looks. We weren't going down. I think we turned the ball over a few times during that stretch, but obviously, they just jumped on us early, and we'll have to go back to the tape and see exactly what happened.
You mentioned all preseason you were going to play the extended rotation and keep some guys' minutes down. I think it was 11 tonight. LeBron and AD played limited. How does that impact what you're trying to get to on the floor with rotations, and how is that going to play out for the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll continue to evaluate game to game. It's not ideal, but I do feel it's necessary. Both to manage guys' minutes the right way and lengthen their rotations throughout the game. Getting through this stretch healthy is a priority, and and evaluating how our new guys fit is a priority. Which we have we had a normal amount of time to evaluate. So we'll continue to look at that, and I'm sure we'll look at different lineups along the way. But the 5 guys on the floor got to be better than we were tonight.
Frank, could you speak to the little run that Paul George went on late in the third quarter that seemed to give them momentum back to the Clippers, and what your defense was or wasn't doing in that situation?
Yeah, a lot of it was on one-on-one coverage or off the screen where we weren't providing enough resistance, and we tried to bring more help as he was getting hot. But by then, most of the damage had been done. But he just had a terrific night. And like I said, a lot of it was in one-on-one situations, which, we gotta do a better job of pushing up on him and making sure that we're bringing appropriate help.
Bill?
Hey, Frank, how did you evaluate Marc Gasol's foul trouble? What do you take away from just seeing him out there tonight?
Yeah, he's going to be fine. Obviously, being matched up with a three-point shooter, it was a challenge for all bigs. We have coverages in place that we weren't sharp enough covering for him. And, I'm disappointed myself. I didn't put the ball in his hands more in the top of the key like we did in the preseason to take advantage of his passing ability. So, part of learning new players and guys getting comfortable and acclimated. And then the foul trouble limited him as well.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank, related to what Mike was asking earlier, you take out, I think LeBron didn't check in after the almost 8-minute mark, and then AD comes out with about 3.5 minutes left. And obviously it was a big lead, but not a huge lead. Are those decisions that you're going to be a little more conservative in making, given sort of the long-term goals and some of the early season health concerns you talked about with us, especially with those two guys?
Absolutely. We're going to be conservative with their minutes early on in the season, and we have the depth to do it. We didn't play well enough to win a game tonight, but we have the depth to manage our minutes intelligently early on in the season while we're trying to get our legs under us, and we'll continue to do so. And like I said, we have the depth for guys to fill in and still play winning basketball during those stretches.
Dan Wilkie?
Hey, Frank. Can you take us back to pregame? We saw the look on your face when you saw your wife and your daughters up there. You pulled the mask down a little bit and flashed a huge smile. Did you know that was coming? And then I guess secondly, what was it like to have to turn all of that emotion off in 6 minutes? And how difficult was that?
Yeah, I didn't know that was coming. That was something I'll never forget. It was really a great moment. I love my family, my wife, Jen, my daughters, Alexa and Ariana. To show up, delivering that message in that moment was a surprise, and I certainly got a little choked up. In terms of the turnaround, I'm able to do it, and I think our guys were able to do it. We didn't play well in the first quarter, but I don't know if it was totally about the ring ceremony. And once it's over, you appreciate it. You know how special it is. But you move on. You move on quickly. You get into the game. Game comes quick, and you got to get focused. And I think our guys are. I think our guys were, even though we didn't play very well, obviously, in the first quarter.